Hi, wonderful people. Welcome and welcome to Edu Empower. I believe you are doing wonderful. So I'm very excited to have another wonderful conversation with you. This channel is about teaching you how to better your life, productivity, self-development, self-empowerment, and all of that. So if you are about that life, kindly subscribe to the channel, stick and stay with me here, and also share the channel to your friends, like the videos, comment, and then share the videos to your friends as well. Before anything, let me say what this video is going to be. We are going to talk about 5 habits that would improve your life in 2026. So if you've made it this far in the year, 2025, I want to say congratulations to you. It has been a roller coaster this year, no lies. It's been a roller coaster for everyone, and you've done well sticking through it. Congratulations to today. Let's see what 2026 would bring, and in order for you to know it, you have to stay and watch this video to know some habits that can make your life in 2026 better than it was in 2025. The first habit I'm going to talk about is reading. I'm a very big bias when it comes to reading, in the sense that you have alcoholic there, right? So I don't know if I should say I'm a readaholic, if it makes sense, but it's not because I'm like that's how I say read a lot in 2026. It's because I read somewhere that readers are leaders. If you want to be a leader of your life, first you have to read, and reading opens your mind to a lot of possibilities, a lot of things that you have no knowledge about. And one thing I've also come to realize and learn is that knowledge is power, knowledge is leverage, knowledge is what keeps you ahead of like everyone. If you lack knowledge in certain things, you may not be privy enough to act on that knowledge and then get ahead in life. So reading is a valuable thing to do if you want a better life for yourself. You may think, oh, let me just go through the years, the days with the knowledge I have, or whatever comes without you actively learning and then stacking knowledge. I feel like especially the young people think sitting down to read is not cool. It's like I'd rather do something else than read. Like you will never catch me holding a book reading, or you never catch me being on my phone reading. They would rather do something else, which makes them feel like they are cool. But I want us to establish this culture of reading, where we are actively, like decisively, adding knowledge to our previous knowledge and then acquiring information. And reading is not just about reading novels or self-development books. You can read about history, you can read about evolution of life, you can read about anything outside your domain or your field of knowledge. So if you are into engineering, you can read about finance, you can read about history of countries, you can read about economics, you can read about basically anything. So reading expands your knowledge, and then it also helps you in conversation. It helps you to connect with people, because having knowledge would help you to contribute productively and in a good way to conversation. So if you meet someone and the person is talking about a certain topic, because you read wide, you have knowledge in that topic as well, you're able to add your quota or your 2 cents to that conversation, and then it brings that bond, and it can even lead to further collaboration, because this person can now like relate with you, you also relate with the person, so they will feel like, oh yes, actually this person is knowledgeable in this area, so why not we connect and then exchange knowledge. So that's why I mentioned earlier that knowledge and reading is a leverage for you. So invest in books. Invest. If you don't have the ability to buy books now, leverage on ebooks. And it's easier now. You can just go to Google and then search for a book title and then add PDF, download to it. So maybe let's say Atomic Habits. So you go to Google, Atomic Habits, PDF download. The options will come, the search results will come. You just choose mostly the first one, and if it's downloadable, you just click on download. You have it on your phone. You read it. Like take time to read every single day. Not like you read today and that's all. You just forget about it and think, okay, I'll read another time when I have enough time. Actively involve or add reading to your daily activities. And how you can do that is blocking out time in your day. So you maybe set aside 7 p.m. for reading. What I used to do was every evening before I sleep, I read for like 2 hours, and I make sure I sleep at maybe 11 p.m. So I start reading at what is it? Is it 9, 10, 11, right? So I start reading at 9. So every 9 p.m. you catch me reading. It helps me sleep better, because now I'm sleeping and have this knowledge. Sometimes I have to like even force myself to stop reading, because the knowledge I'm getting, the new perspective is like so wonderful. I just don't want to stop it. Read a lot. So we'll move on to the next one. I have them here. So the second habit is continuous learning. I think it's kind of relates to the first one, but then we will have it separate. Continuous learning is links to growth mindset, in the sense that you have your habits which are familiar to you. You have the things that you've been doing already since you were younger and all that. So you are kind of familiar and okay with that kind of habits and then knowledge. But then if you get comfortable like that in that way of being, it gets you stuck, and then you kind of have this phased mindset where you are not evolving as a person, you are not learning new things, you are not becoming a better person as you should, right? So continuous learning and growth mindset goes together. Having a growth mindset would help you to overcome certain habits which are not helping with your elevation, and in this habits comes the way of asking yourself why. Like, how I am right now? Why am I where I am as at now? Why am I doing this? Why am I not moving forward? Why am I not achieving the goals I want? So asking yourself why repeatedly would, sorry for the noise, it's coming from the next house. So asking yourself why repeatedly would help you to actually put the blame on yourself and not on other people. So you get to dive deeper into the nitty-gritty of everything in your life, and you're able to then fix that problem from the roots and not just on the surface. So having this good mindset and continuous learning habits would help you to eradicate certain behaviors, and then know that, okay, you assess your life and see, this is not working in my life. And if someone is a phase mindset person, the person won't do anything. They'll be like, oh, probably that's who I am, that's just who I am. But that is so wrong. If you have this growth mindset, you'll be like, if this is not working, then how can I improve it? How can I move away from that and then do better, right? So growth mindset and continuous learning would help you to check yourself, check your life, check your habits, check the direction of your life, check the way you're doing things, and then help you to move forward and do better eventually. So cultivate the habits of growth mindset and then continuous learning. So you learn every day, and certain things that happens in your life requires you to actually sit down. As I mentioned in the previous video, if you've not watched it, I would recommend you watch it after this video. So it's like you sit down, reflect, and then get to know what's going on well in your life, what's not going on well in your life, and kind of have some clarification on things. And that's like a step forward in everything. You move from there and get to know the solutions to those things not going on well in your life. So don't be phased, just be flowy like a river. The third habit is delayed gratification. I know that this generation of young people, we are the people who brought this get rich fast scheme, right? Getting rich very fast early. That's our anthem. So in everything that we do, we just want to kind of have a fast result, show off. Then all thanks to social media, people want others to know that yes, I have arrived, yes, I am here, I'm there. But in 2026, I would ask you to kindly do away with that mindset, with that habit of trying to let others know that you've arrived instead of having tangible results. So people are so quick to win that they will do everything and anything to show people that they've won in life or they've arrived in life, like they are successful in life. But it's not really important. As you grow, you get to realize that no one really cares, and no one is really thinking about you like that. So you trying to impress other people is you doing a lot of disservice to yourself. So instead of trying to show off to people, actually get to compete with yourself and then impress your own self. So maybe you know that, oh, last year this is how my life was, so how am I going to improve upon my life? For me and the people around me, the important people, the close people, for them and even for the world at large, not for spectators and people who don't even care about you. So I read this book, and I think that's the cash flow quadrant, and Robert Kiyosaki mentioned that one man was like very rich, right, but he was living below his means or within his means and wasn't showing off. So like he looked so, there's a word for it, like you wouldn't even suspect that he has that kind of money or he's rich or he's loaded. And he mostly kind of spend his money investing and then making his money work for him, instead of him buying luxurious items, cars, big houses, flashy clothes and all that. And watches. He was rather investing in looking normal, until people eventually got to know that, wow, this man is really rich. And then interviews started popping out. People were calling him here and there for interviews. He was all over the place. Then they got to know that, but he's living in a smaller house and he doesn't drive flashy luxurious cars. Until after people got to know them, so that was when he upgraded his life to get a much bigger house and then a better car and all that. So he didn't seek for validation from people, he didn't seek for gratification from anyone, but he rather let his work for him. So that's what I want you to do in 2026. I want you to let your results speak for you, not you hooting around, oh, I'm this, I'm that. No, let people know for themselves. So delayed gratification is you taking your time to actually be grounded in what you're doing, what you are. And a lot of people really want to give updates all the time. Oh, this is what I'm doing currently, this is what I have achieved. Meanwhile, when you get deeper into it, it's not substantial. Yes, that's one thing I'm also looking at and doing in my life. Like, I don't want to be quick to announce anything or let people know that okay, this is what's going on in my life. I want to be grounded. I want to have a solid base foundation and know that this is actually worthy of mention before going out and then gallivanting around telling people this is what I'm doing. So yeah, delay gratification in 2026. Just be about your business. The fourth habit is defining your values and principles in life. Values and principles, you may think, whenever you get to see a company and then they measure, oh, this is the values we live by, these are our principles, these are our core values and all that. It helps you because we are humans and humans tend to define other humans or have opinions of other humans. But if you are a human being, if you are a person and you have your own values, you have your own principles, you know that this is what I live by. So your actions and inactions all are geared towards these values. So me personally, I think that was this year that I worked on my values, or last year, one of them. So I sat down and then analyzed myself and got to know, okay, what are the values that I want to live by? What are the principles I want to live by? I did all this self-check and I realized, okay, my number one principle I want to live by in this life is autonomy. Autonomy is being my own person, having my own thoughts, making my own decisions, and living for my own self without causing harm or havoc to anyone. This will help me to have a better life, because if I'm autonomous, that means I am one. Like, I won't say something and then I want something, someone will come and tell me, oh yeah, I want you to do this, or I want you to live your life in this manner, and I'll go ahead to live my life to please that person as he or she wants. I won't do that, because that's not my principle in life. My principle in life is to know myself, and then know what works for me, what doesn't work for me, what I want in life, what I want to do with my life and my time, and go ahead to do exactly that, and not really say yes to whatever everyone will tell me. Like, these days I say no a lot, and what made me realize that that's crazy, like, I tell no even to like very close people to me. I'm like, okay, if I'm able to tell no to this person, then I can tell no to everyone, anyone at all. Like, I just do what I want to do, and not really live my life like a ghost, not having my own thoughts, not my own decisions, and really circling around with the opinions and thoughts of people. So like, whatever you think of me, if it doesn't align with my principles, I don't care, right? Like, so what? And some other values I have is continuous learning, or yes, continuous learning and growth mindset. I always make sure that I am not stuck, I am learning, I am improving, I am looking back on things, and then correcting things, and doing better in life generally. That's a continuous learning as a value for me. And the other value is integrity. Like, I always want to make sure that anything I do, I check myself to know whether this actually upholds my integrity, it maintains my integrity as a person I perceive myself to be. So I don't make decisions, I don't do things that would taint my integrity as a person. Yeah. And I also have empathy, because I'm very empathetic, but I won't let you take me for granted. Yeah, I'm very empathetic, so it's one value. I make sure that I'm considerate of other people. I make sure I show up for other people as I would want them to show up for me, and all that. So get to sit down and then know some principles and values that you want to live your life by, so that whenever anyone criticizes you or say anything about you, you know that is their own thoughts and opinions that doesn't align with who you want to be. So it's kind of make you not really see that, okay, these are people I don't want to take criticism from or opinions from them, because you don't even want to be like them. You get? Yeah, I think we will talk about the 5th habit to improve your life in 2025, which is to set quarterly goals or quests. I tried this in 2024, I think, or this year. Nothing 2024. I tried setting quarterly goals, but that was my first time getting to know about it, so I couldn't really follow through with that. But this year I am going to be setting quarterly goals or quests. So quarterly goals is as I mentioned in the previous video, if you've not watched the video before this, I mentioned I have a theme for your life. So you can have a general theme for your life, and then you set quarterly goals. And I really like this way of goal setting, because it will kind of help you to always be consistent with your goals, analyze your goals, kind of always be in tune with your goals. It will make you visit your goals every time, because after achieving these quarterly goals, you know that I need to also set another quarter goal for myself, instead of just saying, oh, this 2026 I want to do this. Like, you want to do this, when do you want to achieve that? How do you want to achieve that, right? So it's kind of become just a dormant goal that you're not able to achieve. So setting quarterly goals would help you break down your major goals into smaller pieces, and then you're able to track whether you are doing it or not. Then after that quarter, you sit down and then reflect on how you did for the first quarter, and then reiterate it, and then set it for another goals for the second quarter. Yes, and one thing I'll add to this is that have weekly reflections. So every week, sit down and then reflect on how the week went. Maybe Sundays, you can do that, or Saturdays. You can take an hour to reflect on how your week went, the achievements the things you were able to achieve, and how well you did it, those that you kind of succeeded with, and those that you failed at. Then yeah, you reflect weekly, and also set goals for the coming week for yourself. This video is kind of long. I didn't intend to make it long, so what you're going to do is I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to leave for you to also implement these habits I have mentioned here in your 2026, and I believe that you are going to have good results and you are going to actually do better in 2026. It's too early to wish you a Merry Christmas, but you would maybe hear from me again, so I'm just going to wish you a Merry Christmas in advance, because we are still getting closer to Christmas. So Merry Christmas in advance. And if this video was helpful to you, kindly subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment on your thoughts, share to your friends, and see you in another video hopefully. Bye.